G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here, back with more of our Neverwinter Nights 2 official campaign human archery ranger playthrough. When last we left off, we are in the Riverguard Keep, which is part of the ruins of Arvan. And we're just going through it. Now, I did say in the last episode, I really have tried not to look in wikis and guides and stuff to see how far ahead I have to plan for the battles and all that type of stuff. The issue I have is that I have no idea how soon I have to get the castle ready for a battle. It's obvious that I'm going to have to. Well, yeah, I think it is obvious, but I guess there's a small possibility that it might not happen. But anyway, I was a little concerned that coming here and doing this mission might have been a little too soon, because the way this mission was portrayed, it almost felt like it was an end game type of thing. It's not. We're only about halfway through the second chapter, and there are 3 chapters in this, so we are perfectly fine to continue doing this this area, not just Riverguard Keep, but Arvan. So, yeah, that's the only thing I looked up. Was I looked up a guide, saw that this was in the middle of the second act, and went, not going to look any further. It still feels like the castle thing. It's a little bit hard to tell whether you're on track or not. But there is a percentage guide in one of the screens that you can get, I think from, I can't remember her name. I know it starts with K. I want to say Kane, but I don't think that's right. Why is this being so difficult? There we go. All right. We are on the second level of Riverguard Keep. Why am I not attacking? I feel like we need to be taking care of that goblin, because he is very dangerous. And then an ogre takes me out. How about you come and convert... Well, you've got a cure critical wounds there. Why don't you do that on me? See if you can't get me up. No, you decide you're not going to do that. How about I tell you once again... Oh, that's right, you can't use... Is there something that you can't use these spells on people once they're actually down? How about you use a healing kit?
Let us attack.
Oh, I wondered why Chandra was facing the wrong way. She is confused. Where is Bishop? Right, rapid shot, animal companion. Can't rest while there are enemies nearby. Are we able to come back here and rest? Okay, well, we'll do this. we'll cheese the system as much as possible because we need to rest. Mostly just bad management on my part. I should not have run around. Well, give me a gap. There we go. I should not have run headlong into these guys. In fact, I should be using stealth more. I know that. I have a lot of bad habits in these sorts of games. I don't use potions and scrolls effectively, which is why I just tend to sell them because I tend to forget about them. I try to just get in there and do as much damage. I tend not to use buffs and all those sorts of things. You know, if I was going to do all of this properly, I really should have. I should be having my casters know a lot of spells that can be used to buff the party, and then know that, you know, particularly in this case, I know where most of the enemies are, and I should buff before going into battles and stuff like that. I just don't. I'm impatient, and it works out most times, I've got to say. Thankfully, I'm not having any problems with those traps. Free at last. Time to fight. Who are you? Rib Smasher. I'm Rib Smasher. I smash ribs. Human ribs, orc ribs, elf ribs, sometimes even little pixie ribs. I'm going to assume this guy is a barbarian. But these goblins, they grabbed me before I could smash their ribs. I'll show them. I won't stand in your way. Either that or he's a monk. One of the two. He's trying to bash down a door at the moment. Hang on, there's a spellcaster in there. I don't know why a goblin captain is able to cast spells, but this one is. I think he's got protection from missiles because I'm not hitting him very much. And he's going to rush this door as well, which means we are going to have to do something about this. This guy is... no, he must be a monk. Okay, so this whole rubber banding thing where I keep getting thrown back all the time. Someone left a comment saying that if you use the mouse to navigate by clicking where you want to go, that rubber banding never happens. I just dislike that because it always feels like I don't know. It feels a cumbersome way to get around, and it feels imprecise. And personally, I don't know. I think I've done that in the past, and it hadn't worked for me. But Got a brawler's belt. Why? I thought I searched these guys. I guess I didn't. The Master's Shield. Adamantine Great Axe and Ice Bullets. Okay, I think I'm going to have to start putting some heavy things away. What is that ring? Ring of Protection +2. I've already got one of those. So does Eleni, as does Bishop.
Something you want?
Yes.
You've already got +1, and that's it. That's the entire group. So that's good.
Something you want?
You're already wearing a belt. You're not. Let's give you the Brawler's belt.
Yes.
I believe that stops bludgeoning. Yep. Okay. I was putting heavy stuff away into the bag, wasn't I? That's going to be heavy. Just to reduce their weight a little bit. Greater gloves of sword play. Parry +6. They won't weigh very much, though, so I'm not going to worry about them. Let's actually just do a search. Okay, so we got Scimitar of Speed, a Bastard Sword +1. The mace won't be very heavy, but we'll chuck it in there anyway. Staff of Defense. Right. Most of the rest of this stuff is not going to be too heavy.
Yes.
How about we give you guys some of that stuff? What is that? Barrel's gold. Did we search that already? I feel like we did. And it's probably just broken. Oh no. Right. So... yeah, I feel like we have searched most of the rooms. Stunned, hey? Twiddle our thumbs and wait for the stun to disappear.
Yes.
Oh, there it goes. I was going to say I could probably use Z to remove that ability. I think she's got a spell of Dispel Magic or something in there. Let's everybody rest up. And Ribbreaker is waiting for us before he transfers to the next level as well.
Yes.
Wrong key, Tony. There we go. The sign of Ribbreaker. I don't know whether he... oh, we can talk. You must be strong to get this far. We not fight you unless Gilou says. There's a couple more goblins. Okay, so we've got some goblins here that are too afraid to do anything until we kill or do something about the ogre mage. let's just destroy all of these doors. There's nothing... Oh, there's a crate in there. We might come back and loot all this stuff later. There's potentially some loot in there. Okay. There we go. There are over a dozen of you, and you cannot figure out how to overcome the enchantment. Spell is weakened, but still potent. If we sacrifice 7, maybe 8 more to the trap, it should be enough to dispel. Under normal circumstances, I would demand such terrible sacrifices. However, as Unthink and his idiot orcs are camped not far away, give us more time, Gelu. What choice do I have? Quickness requires competence, and you have none. Get out of my sight. Okay, there is the big bad guy. And unfortunately, he wants to talk, which I really don't want to do. Let's get a Magic Fang on Lean, because I know we're going to have combat here. So, I know I said that I tend not to do these things properly, and I don't. Ah, the reason for all the commotion finally arrives. I suppose this means that my army is somewhat reduced in size. In any case, you've come to claim this keep. You have found its lord. I am Gelu. I am Tony Longbow. Well met. Greetings to you in turn. What brings you here? Plunder and murder. I prefer the plunder, but I enjoy the murder as well. I seek to cleanse this fortress of your foul little army. Come on, guys. Take him down quick. There we go. He's dead. Wonderful. We've got lots of spellcasters there. And I have just been deafened, blind, and I have been taunted as well. Okay, I can still fight through that though, so I'm not going to complain about that. I am getting a little hurt. Let's... Oh, I forgot. It's down here, isn't it? Let's drink a potion. There we go, and I've been healed by my companions. Even better. That worked out pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Some of our animals, etc., got a little bit injured there. Oh, more enemies have come. Have come out of the woodworks. What does the map show? Those guys down there are technically hostile. Let's go and clean them up, shall we?
About time we got to kill him.
Nobody in here? What's Gelu got on him? A gem sword? I've never heard of a gem sword before. And somehow we get his head and an ogre mage skull at the same time. So, we have a dagger +3. We have the Master's Scepter, which is essentially just a mace, but I'm going to leave it in my inventory because I have a funny feeling it is going to be useful. we also have the bone ring. Immunity, level or ability drain. That is actually kind of useful. If I didn't... I mean, would it be worthwhile me losing my Ring of Protection +2 to put that on? No, it's such a rare thing. It does happen. And a gem sword. All gem swords feature a prismatic blade that is fractured throughout but still magically maintains its shape. Tales speak of a great crystal from which these weapons can be split, but the plain travelling souls who relate these stories are often suffering from dementia, having lost their faculties while navigating dimensional barriers. So it is a great sword, does 2d6 plus 2. It does an additional 1d6 electrical damage, and its enchantment bonus is +3. That's really nice, except it's not a bow. Therefore, we are not going to use it. Alright, let's... Actually, I should just make sure I loot these other areas properly first. Just in case, like my idea here is I want to make sure I loot these areas first, just in case something happens. A scimitar that we have yet to identify.
Make your path.
And she can't identify it.
I am listening.
And you can't identify it. Alright, so it's an interesting scimitar, but none of us can identify it. I want to loot everything in case there is some reason that when we finish this floor, the game, you know, there's some cutscene, the game moves us somewhere else. So, yeah. Book of Banes. Another magic wand, a wand of missiles. Actually, you know what? I was just thinking about this whole thing about how I don't really use a lot of the items that I find effectively. And I actually feel it's games like this that actually sort of got me doing that. Because the ability to stop and rest instantly and get all my health back with no repercussions, except for the occasional area where I am not allowed to rest. A canary diamond. I don't know what a canary diamond actually is, but it sounds interesting. It's games like this where I can rest so often and that it becomes so easy to overcome a lot of effects that I don't often feel like I need to spend ridiculous amounts of time. No, I say ridiculous, but it's not really. But I don't feel like I need to spend large amounts of time buffing myself, because a lot of the time I can just rest immediately after the battle and I'm all good. That is Elven Chainmail, which technically I can wear. 5 and 4. Oh, yeah, it's chainmail. Of course I can wear it. I was thinking it was... No, a chain shirt is normally what I can wear, but because this is made of mithril, it actually is one size lower than it normally is. I have studded leather +2. This should, and it does, give me better armor class. What does... Oh, that looks like... that looks like Armor of the 9. The Nomad's Ring. Bonus Sorcerer levels. Strange that it is specific enough that it is only sorcerers. Not that I'm going to complain, of course. Actually, I should probably give that armor to you, because you're just wearing leather. That is going to be better. Yeah. Let's chuck that in there so it weighs a lot less. Was there any other big weapons that we picked up there? No, that's a wand, which doesn't weigh much, but that's another wand. Actually, most of these weigh a little bit, don't they? Right. So there is this door here. It's an engraved door. There's obviously a statue behind it. Only the master of this keep may pass. We have the wand. Attempt to open the door. Searing pain lances through you. Get away from the door, it's trapped. Back away from the door. There's another room that we've missed. Another area, anyway, of the keep that we missed. This is a door back up to the previous level, maybe? Yes? Ah. The scepter we needed to open the sarcophagus. Do I have to be wielding it? Maybe I have to be wielding the sarcophagus, the mace, to be able to open that door. Let's try that. And I might even try bashing the door with the mace. See if that does anything. You can feel an ominous aura emanating from this door. Only the master of this keep may pass. There is no keyhole or lock that you can see. The aura around the door seems to have gotten weaker. I want to try, and this... The aura still emanates from the door, but it feels weaker. Okay. I don't know if I've got to do this multiple times. I think... I wonder if I have to survive all of this without resting. Well, that got it. It seems your will is focused, though obstacles and pain bar the way. This speaks well of your resolve when you finally meet the King of Shadows. You're mad. I was just guessing before, but now I know. Alright. Let's get our bow back in our hand. Where did it go? There. Oh. Took my rapid shot away.
In ancient times, the Guardian was created to protect Ilfarn. If the time has come to dismantle our great instrument, you will be an agent of its destruction. Take this blessing of protection. May it guard you against the forces of darkness.
The second part of the ritual is complete. Each part of the ritual prepares you for what is to come. Our enemy wears many forms, but all of them are darkness.
I hear Chromie's poem.
Know that when you surround yourself with the power this ritual bestows, you can protect yourself from his reach. Keep this shield close in the dark places in which we walk.
You have received the Shining Shield special ability, which protects the party from massive cold and negative energy damage. Okay, so we had previously the Aurora Chain. Powers the weapons of the caster and the caster's companion with 1 extra point of attack and bonus damage against evil creatures for every 4 levels. I should have been using that a little bit more. Let's move that over there because we now also have the Shining Shield. And the details of this are: gives the caster and companions negative energy protection and 3 points of cold resistance per character level of the caster. The effect lasts for 2 rounds. Can only be used once per day. That's actually... And that effect lasts for 5 rounds. 2 rounds is not very long. And only being able to be used once per day. These are definitely things that I have to remember when we do come across King of Shadows or his minions, I guess. Wonder if this sarcophagus says anything different. Let's quick save. Okay, yeah, no difference there. Let's get out of here. We have killed the Ogre Magi.
Something you want?
No. This is the problem I have with using the mouse to... Oh, dear. There's a nice group of bugbears. Wouldn't it be fun to drop a fireball on top of that lot? Show me Grelu's head and I won't kill you. Here, look, as we agreed, Gillu is dead. So he is. You may stay in the keep now as my guests. Do not wear out your welcome. Don't really like the idea that he has control of that keep. Let's see what's in the gem mines, shall we? Maybe that's where the gem sword came from.
The dust upon the floor stirs beneath your feet. What brings one of flesh and blood to this empire of spirits?
I'm looking for the statues of purification.
Has the Guardian returned then? I heard the whispers, but I did not believe. His echoes are strong in this place, and the tides of spirits ebb and flow, signifying little.
Speak plainly, Ghost. What do you mean?
The Guardian was once a man, a hero of Ilfan in days long gone. He saw more clearly than most. He saw the threats that might destroy all we had built, and he sacrificed everything that our empire might live. A creature of magic he became, and an extension of the very weave. Our enemies, the men of Netheril, feared to face him, so they turned their eyes to weaker prey. By the Guardian's sacrifice, Ilfan was saved.
Go on.
We thought the weave eternal, an endless font of life from which the Guardian might draw. In this, we were wrong. The weave failed, and the Guardian faced a choice. Allow himself to die and leave Ilfan undefended, or draw his life from another source. For the sake of his people, the Guardian turned to the weave's dark twin, and thus he became a creature of shadow.
Okay, a little bit of history here that I have picked up from watching numerous YouTube videos. The Netheril, these other people that are over to the east, in what is now a great big desert. Excuse me. But, interestingly, when he mentioned that the weave failed, it was actually, I think, the Netheril that caused it to fail. There was a archmage of the Netherilese who tried to cast what is considered a 12th level spell, which is something that no longer exists. The weave changed to the point that no one could cast anything higher than a 9th level spell. But he tried to cast a 12th level spell. I don't remember the full details of it. I think he was trying to... he was either trying to become a god, or he was trying to become the weave. And what he did was he essentially broke the weave temporarily, and it was literally for like seconds only that he did this. Now, the thing that was interesting, most of the Netherilese cities were actually floating cities, and they came crashing down because the weave disappeared and there was no magic to keep them floating. But it looks like that may have been the event that triggered this, and maybe the Ilfan don't know or didn't know at the time. Anyway, let's continue. So your guardian became the King of Shadows.
Yes, though I prefer to remember him as the man he once was.
You don't think the King of Shadows is evil?
I am merely a historian, and my judgments are of little consequence. Speak to others who knew him if you wish to answer that question for yourself. Their spirits linger here still.
Okay, where can I find the Statue of Purification?
The statue lies within the stone communion tree, a blending of arboreal and terrestrial. It symbolized the union of Ilfan's dwarven and elven peoples. Opening the tree requires similar unity. 3 elves and 3 dwarves of Ilfan spaced equally around its trunk. Without these 6, the tree will remain closed to you.
I did not know that the Ilfan was a community, society, whatever you want to call it, of dwarves and elves. There you go. I just thought it was a general society, because I know mostly anything I've heard about the Netheril is about humans. I'm sure. Well, actually, I'm not sure that they would have had dwarves and elves and other, races mixed amongst them in their cities. I've got a funny feeling they were actually slightly xenophobic, so they might not have. But to hear that the Ilfan are dwarves and elves is interesting. Okay, where can I find 3 elves and 3 dwarves of Ilfan?
Spirits of Ilfan dwell here. Elves and dwarves who were bound closely to the Guardian and the man he was in life. His memory hangs heavy on their souls. If you gather these spirits to you, then the tree shall open to reveal what it cradles within.
These spirits are bound to the Guardian, but you are not?
No, I am not like them. They are bound here against their wills, but I have chosen to guard these scrolls.
And you'd only gather these spirits then?
It is not so simple. Just as the Guardian has fallen into shadow, so have those who were tied to him. Their torment has spawned a legion of foul undead, manifestations of their pain and sorrow. Destroy these undead, and I believe their spirits would reappear, for a time at least.
So if I were to kill or destroy the undead, that might be enough?
Yes, but there is more. More that is my doing, I'm afraid. If you intend to bring spirits to the communion tree, you must undo the wards on the walls of these ruins. The ghost lights, which keep the spirits at bay.
Ghost lights.
They are the wards designed to shelter and trap the spirits within these ruins so they cannot spread their taint beyond this place. To your eyes, the ghost lights glow with a blue light, but to the spirits of my people, the glow is like that of the sun, a searing light that they cannot approach. As long as the ghost lights burn, the spirits cannot reach the tree.
How do I extinguish them?
The touch of the living is enough. When they are touched by one that lives, they will go out. And once they are extinguished, the spirits may pass.
Thank you for your counsel. Right. Not sure I like that. Because that means I'm potentially going to be releasing some undead spirits into the world. Sort of surprised that he's letting me loot these, because it sounds like... Oh, look at all the ghost lights everywhere in here. You also sort of feel like... Oh. I think all of these undead just spawned in. I think I want to see... I almost feel like I want to leave this to be the last of the areas. I'm not sure what else. So we haven't done anything with this song portal thing, whatever that is. And the Temple of Seasons. We have been to the Orc camp, and I feel we should go back there, although it will probably be empty because they've all moved to the castle now. I also feel like I should probably go and sell some of this stuff. Head back to the castle, my castle that is, and sell some stuff and just check on how things are going there. Okay. No, that's the first statue of purification. I have done that already. This is the Orc camp. And they're all leaving me alone. Just talk to this guy and make sure everything is fine. Have you dealt with Geller yet? Can my clan reclaim the keep? Gellu's dead, but Rador now claims the keep. You have permission to explore these ruins and take what you need. Walk freely. Alright. That would be up this way, wouldn't it? Know that we're near the site for the ritual of purification. What is this? This is part of a city of ancient Ilfan, a temple, if my senses are true. How do you know it's here? I can feel it. My people are tuned to certain energies of the will and the energies that are left behind. This is the right place. You can feel it? Great, that's very reassuring. It is something not only my people can learn if one puts their will to it. For some, this is more of a challenge than others. Cloaked Bard statue. Yeah, I don't think that's... Like, we're not ready to do the ritual yet because we haven't found all of the things. And there was something over there. There's that song portal. I don't know how to get to that. Let's just see if we can quickly find that. But I think what I'm going to do... Go this way. Yeah, there's a path up the hill here to the song portal. Let's just quickly have a look at that. But I think we're actually going to leave, head back to the castle, sell up, and then we'll come back here. Know that this may be an Ilfan portal. The Ilfan had many such portals called song portals. They linked their vast empire together. They were unlocked by the singing of the Ilfan people, rather than keys of metal or stone. Right, I doubt we're going to be able to use this. Yeah, we can't. Wow, so here... how could you tell me all that information when you're halfway across the map from me at the moment? Right. Let's make our way back down. No, we want to go this way because we want to head back out of here. Oh, hang on. No, that is the right way. What am I talking about? That's the exit there. Yeah. Annoying that he can only take you to the courtyard. He can't take you anywhere else. Uh, Actually, let's... I don't have a lot of money, do I? Oh, actually, I do. Let's see what the Master is up to. Master Vedal. Construction is complete, Captain. I'm eager to hear what you want us to do next. Let's rebuild something. Fortifications. The walls are as defensible as I can make them with the materials available. Maybe more can be done with them in the future, but not now. What part of the keep do you want to talk about? Keep funds 2,700. Surrounding areas. Besides the keep, my men can work on getting the merchant trails in a better state of repair. The trail to our keep is especially dreadful. It looks like it was made by goats, not men. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. Also, work on the surrounding roads. Both will help with trade, but they take time. While my men are working on that project, however, they can't be assigned to other projects. Let's discuss other parts of the keep. Buildings in the courtyard. Yeah, build the merchant shop. Let's head inside. Kana. I knew it was something like that. Let's see what he's got for sale. Or more importantly, let's see what I can sell to him. Actually, I need to open that. Loot it all. And then resort everything. Alright, Book of Banes. Brotherhood Journal, I can't sell. Man, that topaz is worth... And all of these gems I've got are worth a lot, which is good because I need a lot of money. A single canary diamond, 1,700. Alright. Diamond, bloodstone. Okay. Ogre Mage Skull, I'm going to keep that. Fire Essence. Don't want any of these. I don't want... Oh. The Master's Shield. Maybe I should have equipped that shield as well, and that would have protected me from the damage the door was doing. The Nomad's Ring we're going to get rid of. The Bone Ring we're going to keep. Can't sell those. I can't sell those. I don't know whether I should be selling that or not. Okay, let's identify that. Ulah's Heart. It is a +2 keen scimitar that can put 50% chance to put fear. Sell it. Scimitar of Speed, Gem Sword, Bastard Sword, War Mace, Mace. We got Lesser Restoration. I don't want the bark skins. I could have used that Potion of Law to maybe discover the details the other thing. Alright. I know I have... Oh, I don't know, but... Where was I storing stuff originally, previously? I think it was downstairs. In the basement, maybe? No, I never actually stored anything down here. Feel like I should. I don't want that journal on me for the moment. I don't want that on me, although I'll probably regret it. I don't know that I need those. I don't want that. I wanted to keep that ring. I want to get rid of those because I can't sell them. I'm not sure what this Farrell's gold is all about, but I think I should keep it. That's the Master's Scepter. I can't sell that. And I think that's pretty good. Let's talk to Kana. I have a report on the men we sent to the Halfling village. Our men fought the bandits a couple of days ago. Few survived. They were outmatched, Captain. It's uncertain how long Leaves can hold out against these bandits. I feel we have failed you, Captain. Give me a report on the keep. All right, so time has passed is 12%. Morale is low. Unit strength is very low. I need to change Catriona to recruiting. Can I change you? I want to talk more in depth about men and their sergeants. Tell me about Catriona. She's out on special assignment right now. She should help. No. Have her help with recruiting efforts. Good. Let's change the subject. No, hang on. No. How battle ready are they? Spent long weeks training the men and they start to act like a unit. I need some experienced sergeants to train the men even more, though. The men perform their duties with minimal complaint, and there are a few incidents of insubordination. Considering the reputation of the Grey Cloaks, they do well. Seem to be equipping the men better. Thank the gods for that, but a proper soldier needs proper equipment. That's the end of the report. All right. Farewell. I think that's pretty good, and I think this is a good place to end the episode. In the next episode, we are going to try and go back to... Well, I need to stop at Old Owl Well. I need to get more acid arrows for my bow. That's not enough. And you're almost out as well. It's either that or I have to find a bow that has its own arrows. And I don't think there's another one that I can find anywhere. I think I've bought the only ones that are currently available, which is annoying. But maybe once we get that other merchant going, we might be all good. But yeah, that'll be in the next episode. We've got to work out. We've got to get some more ammunition, and then we've got to go and finish off that those ruins. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye now.